All right, who's excited to talk about money? Yeah. Okay, good. If you're excited to talk about money, that means you are in the right place. Yeah, good. Good smile. So people are going to trickle in here for a hot minute. Just write down a number for, the next 12 months. Like what's your magic number for the next 12 months? How much money do you want to make? If your business is somewhat complicated and you want to write your gross and your net down, that's fine. Otherwise, just write down how much money you want to make, which is your gross, what's coming in the door. All right. And I advocate in general, the number I believe it should scare you. That's not necessarily the best advice for everybody. As wellness pros, we should have a well-developed immune system. We should have what in Ayurveda is called ojas, or like good, deep, sustaining energy. And so pushing into a limit then is a good positive stressor. So it's okay to do that. If you're already in anxiety, then don't pick a number that scares you. That might really work against you. So that's my little disclaimer. The thing about numbers is numbers are going to be really different for different people. And it's just, your number is yours. It's yours and yours alone. So it's just the number for you. It's the number that resonates for you. All right. Are you guys ready? All right, here we go. So how many slides do I have? Oh, 61. Which means I'll go a little fast and I'll jump around a bit, and then we'll do some Q&A. So the first major part of this is going to be my download from me to you: heal your money issues and launch your breakthrough. This workshop is probably surprisingly or unsurprisingly not about your law of attraction or your shadow issues. I think those that know me well enough will not be surprised. Those who see the words healer and money together might be surprised, because that's usually where the conversation goes. So what I want really to share with you today, and this is part of our healer series, in the healer series, we came up with like 4 topics that I thought were the biggest topics for healers to make massive progress in, and money is one of them. And to me, the reason is one of them why you as earner is so important to me as a business owner. And those who don't know me, I've been in the game for a while. I've been in the game for a couple decades. I got gray hairs. I have some lines around my eyes. Right? Like, I've earned my stripes. I've stood in the same place for a long time. And it was a little over a decade ago. It was, I don't know, maybe 13 or so years ago, that some of my colleagues started to ask me for business advice, because I was financially successful. I had a good profit margin. I had a lot of freedom in my lifestyle. And I think they wanted the freedom lifestyle as much as the profit margin. I don't think it was actually more than one than the other. And as healers, that's very common to know about yourself. Like, usually what healers have found is a way to live a low-cost lifestyle with a high amount of freedom. Those are in general what we value. And because we've put so much investment into our own body wisdom and our own spiritual development, we're fulfilled, right? So we're not looking for material gratification as much as the average Joe or Jane. And the other part of it is that we actually know we know how to take care of ourselves in a very budget way. And as I'm teaching in this next phase of the evolution and on the wellness side of my courses is most of the habits, like 99% of them are free. Like, the habits that make you better, smarter, more in peak performance are free. So it's not like you have huge material demands over time, but unfortunately what happens is, like, you as earner sometimes actually get stuck in a bit of an issue where you're like, oh, I can just enjoy my life and my practices and meditate and experience bliss. So, like, why do the additional work? I hear this a lot. Like, why do the work to earn more? Why push my boundaries to earn more? And for me personally, it's been very much an evolutionary journey. I looked at business as a path of enlightenment, as an evolutionary journey. I continue to do that. because I find how it stretches me to grow in the process is fascinating. And I grow capacities and skills that otherwise I wouldn't grow. And to me, that's as much of a path of enlightenment, of creating and living the life as the creator as anything I could do on a meditation cushion. Okay, so those may or may not be your beliefs. I just want, for those of you who don't know me, to know a little bit about where this is all coming from. So over time, what I found, this is my body of work over time, and this is more or less just to demonstrate that there's a few more books we should add to the slide, but I've been doing this for a long time, and that everything I'm going to teach you is coming from my life experience. It's not coming from an idea about a strategy. And I find a lot of business coaching for wellness coaches, for wellness pros, for yoga teachers, for nurses, for doctors within our industry is not coming from people who have scaled, who have done it. Like, they're teaching from what they've seen somebody else do. And that's really different between you and me and the fence post. Okay, so I'm coming back from battle on this one, right? And I think that's a real critical factor in where you want to get information from.